So I'm at the house, but I just get off work. You guys, sorry for the voice. My throat's been scratchy. I don't. But first thing I want to show you guys, if you got kids, like for real. Oh my gosh, Winco Foods. Look at those sales. Like, I'm totally getting Ashley some of them Danimon yogurt drinks for breakfast. And the Kool-Aid pouches and grapes. And I'm going to get a few more seasonings. And they got soda for the 2 liter sodas for 58 cents. I'm not really a soda head, but if they have like the Canada Dry, I would definitely grab some. But I'm not into pork like that, but they got meats on sale. And if you like cake and stuff, like, seriously, you guys, this store is really, really, like, on my budget level, you know what I mean? And then the fact they have a new sign up thing where you can sign up for coupons and stuff like that. I'm loving it. Like, I hope you guys are too, and I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. Today has been really, really good. Except for when I dropped off my son this morning, you guys. I'm over it, but I was really ticked this morning because you guys know I'm a first time mom, and first time for my son to go to like regular school. And what I mean by regular school is just regular school, you know, like, in Dallas, it would be like a DISD district, school district. And I always been like one of those type of parents where I never wanted my son to go to, the Dallas schools. One of the Dallas schools, I wanted him to go to like maybe a private school, but you know, I'm a single mom, and it gets hard. Like, it gets really hard. And I don't want to see my son suffering in those schools, because some schools are really good, and some schools, the teachers they do not have time to teach. You know what I mean? And they won't teach unless they get, like, paid, you know. You guys, I'm going to sit this camera down. But they won't, I'm going to come close. But they won't get paid unless, you know, unless they're getting like a raise or something. They won't teach like, you know, good stuff unless they get a raise. And I mean, it sounds bad, you know what I mean? Like, it sounds bad because you're like, why are you teaching? Why are you even a teacher if you can't get paid? Why are you worrying about the money? But at the same time, you got to think about they have family too. But anywho, blah. I was, because Ashton School is just like 1 block away, literally 1 block away. And I walked him there every morning, each afternoon. Like, today my mom wanted to pick him up, but, I walked him there, and it's literally day 2, day 3, because today's Wednesday, but day 2, and this was yesterday. I'm sorry, you guys, not today. My mind's all over the place. But this was Tuesday, which would have been day 2 of school. And it was this lady sitting at the door. I never seen her before. Remind you, like I say, this is his first time, like, ever going to any kind of school. So the lady was sitting at the door, and she's like, parents cannot go in there, like, really nasty. And I'm like, okay, you know, girl, okay, girl. Let me just, you know, give my son a hug and kiss and let him know, you know, because I feel like, let me just tell you a story. Okay. So she takes him and pushes him inside the cafeteria, because that's what I meet up. And he doesn't know where he sits at because he's only 5, and he doesn't know like where he sits at, what table he sits at. So I told him, Ashton, go sit at the green table, because that's where you sit at yesterday. That's where your teacher's going to pick you up every morning. And so I just kind of comforted him and wanted him, and he still didn't know. So he came back and asked. And so she called somebody over there, and I was just like, ma'am, can I just walk in there and show him where he sits? I'm not going to even be long. And which it really made me so angry, like sad, angry. And so she's like, no, parents are not supposed to be in there, like nasty attitude. So knowing me and my attitude, I suffer from depression, and I'm one of those type of people, I would go off. Like, I would, especially if it's dealing with my son, I don't play, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, in my mind, I'm like, I want to hit this, this broad upside her face, because nobody should, like, no parents should not be, like, separated from their kids when they're going to school. Like, I understand if you would have sent a paper the day before just to prep us on it. And this is just this crazy stuff you guys never seen, like, just behind the scenes, like, AJ going to school and stuff like that. But, so, I calmed down. I just calmed down. And then, I told AJ, I'm standing right here. And I tried to point to him, but he kept sitting at the wrong table. And I said, green. And then, so he went and sit at his table. But the fact was, when he came back up the second time, he wanted to ask her where his teacher was, because he was the only one, literally the only person sitting at the table waiting for the other kids to come in. She told one of the, I guess, quote unquote, teacher parents to push him to the other table or something like that. And I was just like, hold up, wait a minute. And so before I can even, like, walk in there, the guy pushed my son. So I went off. Like, I'm sorry, but I went off on his ass. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize if I say anything offensive, but I cussed his ass out, because you don't do that to nobody's kid, not yet alone my son. You don't do it to nobody's kid. And if it was somebody else's kid, he would have did it too. I probably would have got upset about it. The fact of the thing is that this school it's not organized. The first day they should have had, the calendar for what's going on through the week. They should have had, like, his teacher was even in the wrong, because she didn't have, like, what he did that day. My son is very advanced. He's very smart. He knows his numbers to about 100, and he knows his ABCs. He knows how to spell. He knows pluses and subtractions. He know how to do that stuff. So my son was just like, we only learn about the number 2. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, seriously. Like, I feel like all Dallas schools should step their game up. And that's why I feel like people are taking their kids out of public schools, putting them into, like, private schools or magnet schools or, home schools, because this is what is happening, because the public schools don't want to do anything. They only want to get paid. They want to sit there. Some of the teachers want to sit their butts down and don't want to do anything. And it's not right, But the fact of the matter is that if they had gave me a paper saying that, for the inconvenience of all parents, on Tuesday, we will not be letting parents in the cafeteria, I would have set my son up, his mind up to where mommy's not going to be with me. So I have to get myself together so I can be a big boy and go sit by myself, because every day I tell him, today you're going to have to go in there by yourself. You're going to have to be a big boy. You have to sit down by yourself, and you're going to have to just be there. If you have to be there alone just a little bit, you have to be there. And it's just, like, to me, for real, my mind is like, I'm taking him out of that school, and I'm just going to homeschool him, because right now, like, my mom, she has taught him all he know, like, from pluses to subtractions to, I've taught him to how to count. I've taught him ABCs. I've taught him mostly a lot of stuff. Me and my mom, we just stays on it. And the thing is that because I got him in school now, it's like he's starting to like it. But I don't want to take him away. Like, I don't want to take him away. But if it keeps, constantly keep going on, then I'm definitely going to have to take him away. So my question to you guys is, if that was the situation with you guys, have you been through anything like that? Have you ever had your kid in a public school and taken your kid out in a public school? Because my thing is, and another thing is that when the guy pushed my son, it wasn't really like a push. It was like a freaking, like, push, like, So I checked my son to make sure he didn't have no bruises on him. My thing is that when kids, especially in a cafeteria, it's like older kids in there too as well. When they see a teacher doing that, when you think that, oh, okay, my teacher does this, so I can do it. I can push him around and he won't do anything about it. But I feel like like I said, in today's public schools, they need to like have pre-K, kindergarten, and first and second grade in one area by itself, and third, fourth, and fifth in one area, sixth, seventh, eighth in one area. It shouldn't all be combobulated into one. Like, it shouldn't be all those kids in one. And I was just like looking, like, it's just so many kids at this school. True enough, the school is just like right, just one block away, you know. And AJ is starting to like it, but this morning, which is Wednesday, he said he don't want to go to school. He didn't want to go to school. He did not, and he felt so sad about it. And I was just like, I don't want my son sad. I don't want my son to be thinking that I'm hurting him, you know. And a lot of people would tell me, like, make sure, just let him stay for a whole week and see what happens. But who knows if a whole week is going to be his last week, you know what I mean? Like, who knows what's going to happen? Like, it's just too much through the public school system that is going on that us parents really don't know about, you know what I mean? Like, you could just see, like, this school behind me, I researched on it. They had like two principals that just up and left, you know, because now I see why they up and left, because they're not, people at the school is not doing their job. But yeah, like I was saying, if it was your child, what would you do? Like, let me know in the comments below. If it was your child and somebody pushed your child, or somebody just was just not, like, just being mean to you on a daily basis as a parent, because I have nothing against any teacher at that school, but that one teacher in the morning, she's always rude. Like, I'm like, I don't even know this person. And my mom was like, she probably have done that in the past and people just look over it. But I'm one of the type of mothers that I'm never going to look over stuff like that. You're going to either let me know what's going on now, or you know what I mean? Like, I'll take him out, because seriously, I don't want to take my son out of school. But like I said, if it keeps on going on, like, he feels sad, he don't want to go to school, he doesn't, you know, it's just something's not right, you know. So, anywho, I just wanted to, you know, spread the word. If you have kids in public school, please watch out for them. Please check up on them. Please talk to them. And just, you know, just let them know that, you know, if anything is happening to them in school that is not right, they should tell you. You know what I mean? My son, yesterday he was like, I have a secret and this and that. I was like, what kind of a secret? You need to tell me right now. It's a secret. No, it's not a secret. You know, so me and my son, we never keep anything from each other. And I know that my son has to grow up. I know that I'm very overprotective mom, because that's just me. And I love to be overprotective of him because he's my only child. And I don't want anything to happen to him. You know what I mean? So it's better for me to know than not to know, you know. And then he said, like, he was on the seesaw by himself. And I'm like, you don't have any friends yet? He said he met one friend, which is fine. You know what I mean? I will want him to meet one friend to have a lot of friends to get him in trouble, you know. So, I just, you know, even this morning he was crying because he didn't want to go. He didn't want me. He actually wanted me to go with him to sit in the cafeteria. And I don't see what kind of rule that is, to where your parents cannot sit with their kids until the teacher come. Once the teacher has shown up, then I would have left. You know, I'm not going to just sit there all day. I have a job. I'm a boss. I have to do what I need to do for my son too as well. But I don't know. Do they do that at your kids' school? You know what I mean? If your kids are in the public school, do they do that at your kids' school? Like, I want to know from another mother or a father, how does it go? How does it work? How does it really work? Because I'm not trying to down talk public schools, not like, but the ones in Dallas, I'm sorry. And if you ever went to a school in Dallas, I went to Skyline High School in Dallas. I graduated from Skyline High School in Dallas. That was the best school for me when I graduated, but because it was a magnet school. But elementary schools, like, I just don't get it. Like, why are all these kids bunched up in one school that don't even have enough room? Like, I just don't get it. And then they ask for all these school supplies. Like, my son brought a packet home yesterday, and in music class, he needs tissue boxes and rulers. Like, Why can't they just have one set school supply list and just let it be done, you know? But yeah, that's my frustration. And you guys know I'm one of those depression type of people, and I like to get it out. That's why I love you guys so much, because I can come to y'all anytime and talk about what's going on in my life, because woo. But anywho, you guys, don't forget to check out your mailboxes, because Winco got a good sale. And girl, yes, bro, yes, I got to go, because whew, I just got off work and I'm tired and I need to shower. But I just want to come to y'all because I wanted to let y'all know what was going on in my life, you know. And yeah, bye.